bo3 game series we watched today, and maybe the third one will end the same way as well. It's gonna be cybercats versus Sigma.YNT that are gonna be testing each other out in this third best of 3 of the day here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2. I'm Harry Freak, and I'm gonna be bringing you the action for this game as well. So cybercats versus Sigma.YNT, currently not looking the greatest. Sigma.YNT, they are they're dropping the ball, even though they were pretty solid in the previous DPC tour. Just let me check that one. I think that's the case. They were third, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check it, guys, for you, so you don't have to do it yourself. Yeah, Sigma.YNT were third. They did have inconsistency problems, but they were doing okay. They didn't change anything, did they? Oh, I think they changed. Oh, they changed their carry. Okay, that's an issue. Dark Lord seems not to be working out that well for them. Cybercats on the other side, they're not doing that great either. They're 0-2 as well. They did take a game off of Navi Jr., but they still lost. So these two teams are at a bad spot, right? You don't want to be losing. If you lose here, either side, you are already facing elimination, to be honest, considering that they got smacked down by Team Sexy, both of them. That's a team that got through the qualifier, though. There are some pretty solid
Radiant team ban.
less than H2O. But anyways, guys, let's get ourselves into the draft of this
Team ban.
series game number 1. I still think, looking at it, that Cybercats should be the favorites, considering that Sigma.YNT changed their player. I have watched Cybercats play recently. DK Focus, he was in Division 1 in the in Tour 1 with Darkside, and with him they did manage to stay there. Without him, they didn't manage to win a single series. So this guy definitely brings something to the table. Profit. So again, we're gonna be seeing her. Makes sense. The hero is pretty strong here in Division 2. I think the teams are not playing fast.
Beastmaster.
Division 2. Monkey King comes out as well. There could be 5, there could be 1. In both positions, the heroes has been looking solid recently. It is still a somewhat of a pick that we only see in with certain teams, but when they do play him, even picked up in the first phase, the hero can do amazingly well. So Cybercats, what do you pick here? Something you can do well with the Beastmaster Jakiro. No, they go for the Rubik. Okay, that means that they can pick a Jakiro. So I would like for that to get banned out in Division 1.
Dire team ban.
Even in the third, oh, they ban out the Tinker. 4U does love playing that one. But anyways, in Division 1, even in some third-party tournaments that I've been casting, people pick a Rubik in the first phase, and if the Jakiro doesn't get banned out, they get it. As Hellraisers, they have popularized this kind of an approach to the draft, and it does look pretty cool.
5 seconds.
To be honest, it's actually one of the better support duos currently, because both of them are good in lanes. Both of them do a lot of magic damage. Jakiro is actually pretty tanky, and he would lane well against the Beastmaster. And the Monkey King as well. If it's a double lane of the Beastmaster Monkey would want to get his Jingu stacks up. His attack speed gets reduced by the Jakiro. Suddenly you are very low, and suddenly you are dead. So we'll see if that's what they decide to do. I would like it to get banned out, but people do forget about it. The Doom will get taken out. I guess that's a good one versus the Beastmaster. Maybe if they're gonna be defending him for his creeps from being taken out, the Night Stalker might be a viable ban as well. That is so cool. Night Stalker used to be considered a Beastmaster counter because during his nighttime, it wasn't called Dark Ascension. I don't know what it was called, but either way, it would turn day into night. The Hawk would see itself. That's it. Like literally it. Because the ulti from the Night Stalker, it wasn't a normal night. It would reduce the vision of the enemies even further. So the Hawk would be blind. The Sniper gets banned out. That would be a solid hero in the lane versus the Beastmaster. We've seen it multiple times. throughout the patch. We're hoping that the new patch does come out, guys, because it has become stale. I mean, there
10
were some
seconds
differences here
remaining.
with the buffs with the nerfs,
5
but
seconds remaining.
well, the thing is that because the map has been the same for a very long time, it's very easy for teams to figure out what's good, what's not, and then just get into the stalemate yet again. Anti-Mage Tinker Terrorblade. Okay. No surprise there. All heroes pretty much popular currently. Terrorblade, especially against the DP, is something the teams usually pick up. I really want to see a Jakiro ban, like really get a Jakiro ban, because you cannot pick it versus the Rubik, or you don't want it. You get rid of the
Radiant
clockwork.
team pick.
Disruptor does come out. He's not looking as strong as he is in Division 1. What I say, like just below 50% win rate. Check that. He's not being allowed to get picked though. Oh no, wait, it's been picked 7 times, 42% win rate. So 3 and 4 currently. I've seen Tidehunters being picked up against the Disruptor, even though the Static Storm is a problem for you. You kill him in the lane. So let's see. I would want to see Jakiro Tide. Jakiro Doom is banned out. Something Jakiro plus something is gonna lane with Rubik and catch the Disruptor. Probably Beast comes to mind, but then they could pick like a Morphling, a hero like that. I doubt this DP want to send it to the offlane, even though DK Focus does play it. Oh, maybe you could go like a Lycan Jakiro. DK Focus plays a Lycan quite well. Or Jakiro Night Stalker. That would be a cool one. I guess then the Monkey King would be put on position 1, and you would be in a little bit of trouble in the early stages of the lane. But once the nighttime came, then it's
Radiant team pick.
it's night. So it is gonna be a Undying and the Drow coming out. So no Jakiro. But they're gonna go with the solid lane versus the Beastmaster. Against this lane, I think you get a earlier point in the boar. You get level 2 boars, maybe even on level 3, even though it's not very common currently in the meta.
10 seconds remaining.
Monkey King is okay to lane versus the
5
Undying, because you
seconds
can
remaining.
actually fight him earlier. If you get some stats, you get like a Wraith Band or maybe a Magic Wand, then you can stand your ground and actually win a fight with the Jingu Mastery. And then you allow the Beastmaster to be 1 versus the Drow, if that's what you want to do.
Radiant team ban.
Pango will come out. There's the last pick for Sigma.YNT. I like how they approach this draft. I'm not sure I would love the carry Monkey King in this game, just because you don't really have the frontliner to set up the fight for you. But the enemy heroes aren't really that
Dire
mobile, so
team
keeping him
ban.
in the Wukong's command wouldn't be the hardest thing to do. I guess 4 staffs will come out, but that's only later in the game, and at that point can be an issue. You have the kinetic field as well, which is kind of a counter to the 4 staff, glimpse too. Yeah, carry Monkey King isn't bad at all.
Radiant team ban.
A support I wouldn't mind either. Laning phase wise, even so, you're gonna lane okay. You give vision. You can split push the map. Not bad. And it's actually interesting.
10
Whenever I'm
seconds remaining.
in program, there's some static going from my mic.
5 seconds
Probably the way that
remaining.
I'm talking when I'm on camera, and then my nose is just super itchy, like here. It doesn't happen when I cast, because I probably move a little bit like this or like this, and then it's not that big of a deal. But when I'm directly in front of my mic, it seems to be irritating me in some ways. They ban out the Naga Siren. No real way to deal with illusions, actually. A PL ban would be cool. I actually want to see a PL. Right, this is an amazing PL game if you're Sigma.YNT, and the last pick of cybercats, if it's not something like a Lesh or an Ember is banned out, then the PL would just be amazing. Even though the hero is not in a good spot right now, in this game in particular, it would crush. Like, literally crush. She has the Fade Bolt and the Crypt Swarm. That's a problem for you. Anything else? Not really. And you do have a Beastmaster aura, so you're going to be spawning those illusions even more. You kill the Tombstone pretty fast. They ban out the CK, obviously. That's a better hero. It's more established in the current meta. Please, please. I want to see a good PL game.
Radiant team pick.
OD gets taken out. So they are thinking this is an offlane DP with the Rubik. If you're afraid of this being a Monkey King carry and you want an offlaner, something like a Mars, a Centaur can come to mind, but even the Centaur can lose. If it is an offlane DP, a mid laner you'll want to go for is like a Puck. Puck looks pretty decent. To be honest, the only problem you have is the Disruptor. Everything else you can deal with quite nicely. Snapfire would be a cool mid laner as well if they want to go for that one, but I'm not sure that that Jira does play it. Let's go for a Storm. Finally, we're going to be seeing one. This is the first pick in the Eastern European DPC. Chira, as I know, he's a big Storm player. Other than the Disruptor, you have nothing that you're afraid of, really. There are some stuns, but not really big ones. It is also a counter for a potential PL that I mentioned, but I'm not really thinking we're going to be seeing him. I would love it, but probably not the case. So what else is there? Monkey King carry versus the DP, probably not the best one. Two range heroes that can harass you. Maybe better to put him on the support role. There it is. PL. Let's go. Let's go. It did come out. They picked it. Sigma.YNT. Oh, I have to go for them. I have to go for them right now. Even though this hero is just in a bad spot right now, I just have to. Dark Lord, he hasn't proven himself just yet. Sigma.YNT are not looking the greatest. I see Cybercats as the better team, but PL is uncountered here, untouched. If they play well, they should win it. They should definitely win it. Even the Storm Spirit can be in trouble versus the PL. You go in, he hits you a couple of times, takes more mana than you actually think, or you have less mana than you actually think, and then you mess up and you die. Oh, this is so cool. Let's go, let's go. I've seen some PLs come out, but it was usually a pretty shitty PL game. I was like, why aren't they picking it against the Drow? Why aren't they doing it? And finally, it seems like Sigma.YNT are gonna go for it. So I'm hoping that they give us a good game here in game number 1 of this best of 3 series. As I said, I do think they're coming in as a slight underdog, not a big one. They have a new carry that definitely hasn't been fitting the lineup all that well, but their draft is cool. Their draft is cool. They have a hero that that isn't being played much now, that has a perfect game for it in Dota. There is a game for every hero, apart from Meepo. Meepo just cannot work out for some reason currently. It's just not a hero. So many things that can counter him: heroes, items, talents. With that being said, guys, the game is ready. But before it, a word from our sponsors.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And we get ourselves into game number 1 of Cybercats versus Sigma.YNT. Both of these teams are 0-2, with the exception of Cybercats did win 1 game so far. Who did they play against, though? Let me check that just to be sure. Cybercats, they won a game versus Navi Jr. Okay, that was the only match that Navi Jr. played, so we don't really know how strong they are, but there are some new faces for sure. Sigma.YNT, this is the team. This was third. They almost went to Division 1 last time around. Now they only changed 1 player. Their carry went on to an Amiga, which is doing well. Probably going to be going to Division 1. But Dark Lord, Voldemort hasn't really been contributing that much. And looking at the odds here, Sigma.YNT, they are slightly favored to win this one. I do agree. I think their draft does give them a slight edge. And I think EGB does favor them still because of how well they did in the previous season. Alberca gonna be smacked. Smack that backside. A little bit of harassment coming out from Queasy. See if the Drow can report that to HR. Dark Lord. Okay, PL. are you gonna win? He's smoking on that pipe.
This was over.
So his lungs are not in a good spot, but it's good that there's a billion of him. Let's see how the lanes are gonna go. Force Majeure. We're definitely not gonna be able to trade with Monkey King all that well, but with the help of the Drow, the Monkey has to be careful. He did start off with an Orb of Venom, so he doesn't have the stats. I'm curious to see if he can keep himself in it here versus Force Majeure. He does block the camp for now. It's probably gonna be taken down immediately if Queasy does have the sentry, but for now it seems to not be the case. Jesvi, a bit of trouble. Nice blocks there coming out from the Spirit Lance Illusion. Oh, I still know the names of the PL spells, even though I haven't seen them for a long time. I'm just kidding, guys. Of course I do. It's my job to know the names of spells. And now there's gonna be like an Aghanim Scepter, a new one that I've never heard of, and I'm just gonna be embarrassing myself. But anyways, the lanes starting off slowly. This is Eastern Europe overall, so people don't necessarily go too aggressive in the early stages of the laning phase.
It's a nice distraction.
So the Storm needs to be very strong in this game, so it's good that he's laning against the melee hero. Pango is not your classic one, but he still gets close and personal, so the Remnants should be quite useful for the Storm. Force Majeure, he's gonna be giving those Jingu stacks, but he's still hurting this Monkey quite a lot. Dodges that hit, doesn't really matter, half of his HP is gone. And Alberka comes over. Kuropatic, what's he done there to just keep him away? Actually, the Tombstone does come through, and Kuropatic has to be careful. The Drow is slowed down by the Piggy, but Kuropatic is slowed down by the arrows, and it's gonna be the first blood of Alberka. He secures it. This Monkey King
Just a drop of what
hasn't been able to secure this lane for the Beastmaster thus far, so the Drow is having a great time, whereas the Beast is suffering. Dark Lord. I mean, he has Harry Potter glasses, and his name is Dark Lord. Maybe in this universe, the Voldemort has one. Jira mid lane, 18 CS compared to 13. He is crushing it. Oh, that pullback on the creeps from 4U does actually allow him to get a CS. He messed it up, but well, his enemy will give him that CS anyways. PL is farming well. That is big. This hero, PL doesn't work well from behind. Yes, you can be a late game problem, but you always want to keep pace. Right, it's not like a Spectre type hero. You need to constantly keep the pace up if you want to be strong. I'm not sure if you go for a Diffusal first or a Manta here. I kind of would prefer a Manta just for the chance to farm a little bit faster. Easy, gets a courier. Nice goal there. Even dodges the damage from the DK.
Excellent.
Will get himself into the trees. Nicely done from Queasy. Everything done perfectly. Jira getting a few hits into 4U, secures the rune there. The bottom lane 4U should be getting there first, but these creeps are definitely gonna be following him. So let's see what the Storm can do in terms of harassment here if he wants to go for it. Nah, just one hit. That's gonna be all the things he can do. EP out, Queasy. My King has a ton of armor, so the Drow Ranger attack's not gonna be that big of a deal. Is level 4 in the Drow. This guy not to be underestimated. One thing that cybercats might be lacking a little bit is AoE stuns, but to be honest, Sigma.YNT they're not great with those either. Yeah, you can connect with the Rolling Thunder and the Boundless Strike, but really no safe stuns to go their way. Dark Lord, he is dropping low, but DK focus. Now he's surrounded, a lot of damage into him. Getting into the tower, the extra armor, the stick's gonna be not fine. Nice glimpse there. DK focus, one more hit, it's gonna do the trick. Ooh, that was very close, and Jesvi just wasn't there in time to save him. The jam is over, but it's not gonna be good enough for you. Taking some damage here. Chira closing in on his level 6. Same is true for 4U. On the strike onto Burka, slow down heavily. Where's my help? Where's my Undying? Soul Rip, is it ready? Nope, he does have 2 points in DK, 1 in Tombstone. So Force Majeure, he's dead. He will not be able to help his teammate, and this is the thing, the supports of cybercats, they haven't been protecting their core, so they're gonna fall. Kira, level 6. Same is true for his mid lane counterpart. For you, we're having an okay time. Kira, TP's to the bottom lane. This is a dead Beastmaster. He's not getting out of this one alive. A Tombstone, something to remember him by. And Kira wants the kill. He'll be able to get it. This rotation, it is going to cost him a little bit of time, so he wants to be able to get compensated for it. Does secure himself a kill. The first power room, though, to the hands of 4U. But the Storm will at least have the bounty. Monkey, you can't be there. You just can't be there. He's going to be taking a ton of energy. Actually dodges it. So now with 4U coming over. Let's see, Rolling Thunder at the ready. Chira, you might want to get yourself away. And he gets the kill. Still seems like he's going to be fine. 4U, he gives up. Storm is not a target any longer. And 4U, he gets slapped by Jess V as well. Very nicely done there. Coming out from Chira. Talked about it. This guy is a good Storm Spirit player. Pretty confident on it. DK focus again alone on the top lane. We're gonna go for him. He just needs to stand his ground and not use the Spirit Siphon. If they commit heavily, then use the Spirit Siphon and you should be fine. They just don't have the damage between the two of them. Phantom Rush does give the PL a lot of right click, but it's still not gonna be enough. So smoke towards bottom. Drow, we've already seen her die once. Force Majeure not in place to break the smoke. So Burka is dead. He has absolutely no way of escaping this one, even being level 6. He doesn't have the science. He doesn't have his life. Chira does come over. Saving Burka, it's just gonna be way too hard. Now he jumps in. The Storm is trying to do a lot of damage and he's doing a ton of it. They don't have much to deal with and the remnants are gonna be destroying him. Chira, too strong, goes for more. And this Monkey is dead as well. There's gonna be a double kill. Doesn't have the mana to continue going forward, but the Storm just jumps into 4 heroes and rips them all apart. Sigma.YNT, they lose their mid laner and their support. This mid laner needs to be creating space for the PL throughout the game. The Storm having such a good start, they're gonna be able to hunt Dark Lord. 5-3. It is a 1k goal lead for cybercats. Solid start. Chira now goes for 4U. Does have some mana to work with, but it's a little bit too dangerous. He will have the Arcane Rune, which is the best one for the Storm. Those are some runes to keep an eye out for, because both the Pango and the Storm will be doing well with those. EL, is he gonna be targeted? Seems like the answer will be no. The Storm stays in the mid lane. Very good start for cybercats, especially for the Storm. This is their space creator, this is their murderer, their killer. He's not going for a Witchblade, he's going for a Kaya. I think I agree. The heroes of Sigma.YNT, they're not that tanky that you need the Witchblade to finish them off. So Kaya is definitely going to allow you to get out. The high level remnants are probably going to be enough. Smoke from Sigma, they want to utilize the Static Storm? No, he's level 4 on Van score. I guess it's minute 9. Alberca has died twice. Rolling Thunder, this might be the third time that he loses like a lot of damage. Will be down into the draw. He cannot move. The kinetic field will not allow him to leave. And then he will easily be taken down. This time around, no response from cybercats. Mid lane should be quite a safe space on the map, but well, when you have a Rolling Thunder, that is just such a strong spell in the early stages of the game, and even throughout the game as well, that you can't do much about it. The tower on the top will fall. That's going to be the first structure that gets taken down. Kuropatic, he has the Helm of the Dominator, so pushing the bottom lane now is going to be a lot easier. Undying is level 6, so this position 5 not to be underestimated. He can definitely contribute quite a lot in these early fights. Of course, with the Inner Beast from Kuropatic, does he even have a single point? No. Okay, so they can't really kill the Tombstone all that easily. They don't have the extra help, the extra attack speed given by the Beastmaster. Fan score, level 5. Yeah, will be the one winning the Ward Wars for now. It's gonna be caught. He gets the roar out. Let go of me. The Counter Strike connects. Storm. Is he dead? Jira gets himself to the side. He still has that DD. They cannot touch him, and he's gonna be healed up with a soul rip. And guess what's now gonna happen? It's gonna be ripping apart of Sigma.YNT from one rip to another. And that's gonna be Chira continuing to destroy this game. Unstoppable, currently 6-0 on the Storm Spirit. Out of 7 kills of cybercats, Chira has made 6 of them happen pretty much on his own. The Drow is still doing well. All 3 of the quests are topping the network chart here for cybercats. It's not a big lead that they hold, but it's still something. And we'll see soon what the PL is doing. He is going for a Yasha. I like it, just because it does accelerate your farm quite a lot. If you go for a Diffusal Blade, you will suffer. I think this is the right choice from Dark Lord. If it does come to a farm fest and you have a Diffusal Blade, you will get destroyed. Steal the Doppelganger on Jess V. That's gonna be a good one to dodge the Glimpse. Not really hard to do so with the spell. You are invulnerable for a pretty decent amount of time. Force Majeure, he's level 8. This Undying is... He has a sick amount of farm. Look at it. The drums is almost gonna be done there on him. So Boots of the Bearing probably gonna be the next on the menu. No TP on him, so he's waiting for the courier, but most likely waiting for his death. I doubt the cybercats are gonna be TPing in here, especially with the disruptor. One here will send back, then one in the static storm. You will lose this fight if you stay here. Force Majeure, he's gonna put down the tombstone. Nice jump out from Queasy. That was such a nice bait there of the spell. If he gets brought down, I think maybe TPs then start coming in. Maybe, just maybe you can kill him. Chira wants to threaten the PL. Dark Lord will be fine. But this is taking a little bit too long, this push. They're waiting for the tombstone to expire, but Force Majeure is not an easy target. 1600 HP is not a small amount to go through. And while this is happening, while you're deciding, are we gonna go or are we not, your indecisiveness will be punished from a push by cybercats, who are already killing the mid lane tower. The smoke from Sigma, you need to respond pretty fast, jump into the trees. Queasy, he sees them clearly, but their tower is already dead. Jess V may be a consolation prize. Event score. You find anything? The answer seems to be a pretty decisive no. Jess V, Van score. He needs some vision. Chira on the high ground there. Will jump in on Van score. He would want to get his ulti up, but they're not gonna stay on him for a very long time. There's the ulti, comes out immediately. The illusion from the storm, but that's a dead storm. Even with the mech coming through, they won't be able to save him. Inside of the Wukong's man in the static storm, it takes a little bit too much damage. Now they send the key focus into the Wukong's man. A lot of damage will be done into him. Jump on him as well. He does have the stick charges, should be fine. Spirit Siphon also healing him quite a lot, but Dark Lord is part of this fight. Doesn't have the Diffusal Blade, so Yasha doesn't allow him to fight all that efficiently. It is a better farming item, but not a better fighting item at all. Kuropatic rotating to the mid lane. Force Majeure has to be careful. His tombstone is ready, but will he get a chance to use it? No, he just gets roared before he gets a chance to do so. Without Chira, Sigma.YNT, they're much stronger and they overwhelm the fight. But Chira, fortunately, he is back and he's going for more. He will be sent back by the Glimpse. Letting him do about that one, and now he's just going to be jumping forward. But in the end, the Monkey King is still surviving. Kirk Swarm, nope, not going to allow it. Nicely done there by DK Focus, sniping the Monkey King. They still took a lot of damage on their tier 1. Sigma.YNT overall are gonna be okay with it. The silence onto the Pango, he finds a haste rune, so his life is not really gonna be in any kind of danger. Diffusal Blade almost down on the PL. He's thinking about buying a Vitality booster. I understand it, you want more HP. The PL's strength gain is I mean, it's sad. Kuropatic, no roar, but he's gonna be screaming in pain. You need to ground yourself better, because the lightning strikes, they hurt. Kuropatic, dead, and Chira gets himself another one. That's the 8th kill for the Storm Spirit, who's no longer topping the network chart, but it doesn't matter. The one that is actually a cybercats hero. To be honest, though, Drow and the DP, they don't deal with the PL. They just don't. I mean, there can be times in the fight where a shard from the Drow and the multi-shot is going to be doing a ton of damage because of the illusions. But if you're careful, side of Sigma.YNT, and you just allow the fight to go longer, focus on killing the storm. it's gonna be easy to overwhelm the fight with this PL, and he's getting close to the top of the network chart, so he's in a good spot. It's not like he's suffering with the PL. It's a problem if you die a couple of times in the early mid game. The early mid game is passing. We're getting into the mid game, and he has been okay. Queasy in the trees, some of them being cut down. Wukong's man gonna be used. Alberca taking some damage, jumping in on him, still alive. 16-1 charges, he will survive. Queasy, he went for a play there on his own. He thought maybe a swashbuckle comes through, but can go a little bit too far to be able to assist. Still 16-1 charges on Alberca, so he's okay. We'll see on Macmillan. Jump in, PL, gonna be okay. Gets out with the doppelganger, and Chira doesn't have enough to continue with the chase. He does find the DD rune. And Storm, he gets a lot of those right clicks in. So let's see if it's gonna be a queue for them to go. It's definitely gonna be a queue for Sigma, who have a Helm of the Overlords. They're looking towards this mid lane tower. They're definitely stronger now with that item. See how well they can engage. The Monkey King has been caught. He's gonna be in a ton of trouble. Primal Spring will be stolen, and just he does have that one. Gets into the trees. Breaking the smoke would be big. They're gonna put down a sentry. They know there's vision here. Chira gonna be spotted. No, that's actually just V. The monkey is dead. So they get the kill on the monkey. They dodge the smoke. The reveal of the Helm of the Overlord. Everything works out perfectly for cybercats. Dark Lord. Continuing to farm. Farm is going well. Farming slightly faster than the Drought as the effect of the Yasha. If he went for the Diffusal Blade, probably would have been behind at this point. Alberca is going for a Butterfly early on. That's a counter for a PL. You're not going to be seeing a MKB on a PL, and the Bloodthorn, well, a little bit too early for that. Shira, DD in the bottle. Wheezy, hiding in the trees. It feels like a poem. DD in the bottle, hiding in the trees. I'm not good at poems, but if something comes to mind, guys, we can continue that one. Easy. Happening Chira, they get the stun, the static storm is here, and he should be going down. There's absolutely no way you're surviving that one. Water stolen, it's gonna be the shield crash. They use the roar as well. Didn't really want to risk any of it. Big Black Dragon. Black Dragon might be going down. They killed the Tombstone. Losing the Monkey King there, it's not the biggest of deals. They're probably going to be happy with the outcome there on the side of Sigma.YNT. A big kill going their way. Storm Spirit, this guy, he has been very strong for the entirety of the game, and now he's the last out of all the cores. This is a problem when this hero starts falling behind, and he's kind of your only way of dealing with the PL. So they see their bottom tower taking some damage. They don't have the glyphs, so they walk into the Roche. At least something to be taken for cybercats. The problem is that Sigma.YNT, they might be able to respond to this. Nah, it's gone. Roche will die. Ulti of the Undying draws damage, and the Exorcism is a little bit too much. They will secure it for the Storm. So Chira is gonna be the one with the double life. Still, you do not have your bottom tier 2 pretty early on in the game. That's a big win for Sigma. This Aegis, not sure how much you can actually do with it. We'll see. Dark Lord is taking the outpost. Once his Manta does come out, he's not going to be in any kind of trouble. The Butterfly on the Drought, that is a big one. It's a timing. But in my mind, it's a timing if you're on the aggressive, if you're the one pushing, if you're the stronger. I guess now with the Aegis, that might be the case. I don't know. Like, it's a good item. I think it's the best choice that you can go for. Especially with the enemies not having a ton of magical damage. It's still not going to be easy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
DK Focus has some cool hair, dude. It's like messy cool. Look at it. Top lane Queasy, just continue with his shenanigans. He has died a couple of times in this game, but nothing too crippling, to be honest. He's more than happy to give his life away. Look at how scared the Drow is, both him and Jesvi. Jesvi, yeah, his impact has really not been felt in this game. Usually you see Rubik's going around the map catching people, but he hasn't been able to do this. He hasn't been able to follow the storm into action. Speaking of the storm, he's getting a second wind. Regen is up. He will be able to continue farming, get his mana back up to full, and possibly fight if it does come to a DK focus. He's gonna be caught, static storm on him, the roar, taking a lot of damage, soul rip, keeping him healthy, not for too long. The damage output is so insane. When you're surrounded by so many units and the inner base starts kicking in, there's absolutely no chance for you to live. I don't know what they were doing there, but things are getting hard for cybercats. They get a BKB on the storm, so the static storm is not that much of an issue for him any longer. Let's see if cybercats can do anything. They have 4 heroes in the smoke. They have the Aegis. Chira cutting down some trees. That could have been spotted. His smoke is going to be broken for you. Gets to the low ground. Swashbuckle disarms the storm. He does have the full. No one is coming in to help the Pango, so that's going to be a kill. Drow secures it. Alberca with his butterfly actually does an insane amount of damage. The second you get silenced is the second that your life is going to end. So a successful smoke from cybercats, at least when it comes to getting a kill. But their ability to control the bottom part of the map is still quite hindered. They can't push it out for now. PL, 2000 HP, 31 armor. I mean, 26 of that 31 does get ignored with the piercing shot, but that's only if you're attacking the real one. He wants to get an Octarine core, and the shard is already going to be delivered, so you're going to be dealing with a ton of illusions, and to be honest, your ability to clean them up is not that big. Maybe the Drow goes for the Aghanim's Maelstrom build, but ever since the multi-shot was added, that build has just been out of the equation. I'll see if Alberca does decide to go for it. For now, it's just going to be a BKB, so full on stats for the Drow. Went for the multi-shot cooldown reduction. I mean, it does make sense. You're not really going to go for the other talent. EL. Approaching level 16. Even though we have like 22 kills in this game. 21. This has felt a little bit slow. Both teams are doing their own thing. One big thing right now is that cybercats do have a gem on the Rubik. So that's gonna help, and they have a shard. Saving people out of the kinetic field is something the Rubik with the shard can do. He drops the gem down, courier picks it up, nicely done. I mean, he knew he was dead, and his courier was in the vicinity already ready for the gem pickup. So at least he was thinking about that one. We talked about the Storm BKB. The Beastmaster has his 9-second delivered now as well. Both of them haven't used a single charge yet. See how and when they'll be able to do so. The Dark Lord didn't want to go for the like Heart Butterfly, or maybe Scotty Bloodthorn would have been a good choice.
Radiant scanning.
He wants to be able to poke. I think it's actually quite smart. Longer fight, allow the Pango roll to go through, and then have so many illusions that the enemies have nothing to do against that. I guess the shards from the storm would help. Aegis of the Storm Inspire, he still has the Arcane Rune. You have to be careful about this fight. Nice silence coming out from the DP. Jumping in, Chira jumps out. The Boundless Strike gets forced out, as well as the BKB on Kuropatic. So Cybercats, they're somewhat happy with that engagement. Also, they get some D wards. So Sigma.YNT, their movement here is gonna be unsuccessful. It's also creating space for the Drow BKB to come out, which is pretty much a necessity. I mean, with a butterfly and a BKB, you don't actually die during the duration of the BKB. And you're probably going to be the last one to die in the fight. So the best bet for Sigma would just be to send a couple of illusions your way to prevent the piercing shots from coming. Nice smoke break there, Queasy. Hiding in the trees. Not for long, he tries to get out, and well, we've seen this already. His spirit will get sucked out of his body, and the king will die yet again. Regicide. Well, it's not gonna allow him to rule for a long time. No king rules forever, my son.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You guys all know that. Storm, level 15. His next item is going to be the Aghanims. You get the Aghanims and the Shard. That's going to be huge. Alberca. No Shard on him just yet. We'll see if he even wants to go for it. He wants the Aghanim Scepter. Okay, cool. So that's going to be a way to deal with the PL. Let's see if it's going to be good enough. The PL now joins the fight. The Tombstone onto the high ground. You have to kill it. You have to kill it now. The roar onto the Storm doesn't have that much mana. So how is he going to get out? But DK focus with the BKB with the Exorcism is crushing everybody. They have to run. And look at Alberca. The standing his ground. He doesn't care about the PL. You do nothing. They bring down only the 2 supports. With 3 BKB charges, 9-second ones being taken down. I don't know if you're too happy with the outcome of this fight. You maybe would have wanted a little bit more. But they definitely assert their dominance and will secure a tier 2. That tower makes it worth it.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And Storm is back into the base, full HP, full mana, so he can continue fighting if need be. This PL with this kind of build, he can't really get into the fight and tank some damage. That's a problem. That's really an issue. You have 15,000 net worth that is just poking. I'm not sure if I like the build that he's going for. I understand what he's trying to do, but I'm just not sure that it's the right choice in this game in particular. I think Skadi Bloodthorn probably would have been the best one. But okay, it is what it is. Puts a bearing on Undying. Force Majeure is level 14. He has been getting a lot of experience from the bottom lane, so that's why he's so high in levels. Both of the supports here on Cybercats are actually quite good in that regard. Monkey King, Diffusal Blade. He wants to be able to contribute later on. No Force Staffs on the other side just yet, and I can understand why. Kinetic Field does prevent you from using that effectively, but now you have the Rubik Shard, so not impossible to take people out. Octarine Core done on the PL. They're going for a smoke. Doesn't have full mana, but he does just enough to spam his heart out. Let's see, Dark Lord going forward. All 3 BKBs on Cybercats. They're ready. Sigma.YNT, they only have 1. The smoke will break. And Dark Lord going forward. Not to DK focus. The silence comes out. Still has the Manta. Will get himself out for now. He's just trying to poke, trying to create problems here. Rolling Thunder gonna be used. But they don't see anyone apart from Force Majeure, who's already on the high ground. Alberca there standing his ground. He's not gonna be found. He came room on the Pango. Just gets out of that one. And Chira wants to go forward. And no getting out for you with the silence. He's just dead. Look at the damage from the draw. It's gonna be insane. Jesse protects himself with the Glimmer, so Dark Lord doesn't do anything. The roar comes out onto the Storm. They need to kill him. They're not gonna be able to get lifted out of the Boundless Strike. No one is attacking him, and there with the Static Storm, he will finally fall. The PL is keeping all of them away, and with all of his illusions, he is actually able to run the fight now. He's not going in. DK focus getting low. He doesn't have his Spirit Siphon any longer. Dark Lord is so struggle. Berka gets on the high ground. Not gonna be happening. Come back and fight. There is so many opponents. You're surrounded by an army, and that army is gonna slaughter everybody. Dark Lord too strong. PL pick working out wonders. They wipe Cybercats and Force Majeure. His buyback is gonna do nothing. Even with the dodge on the Rolling Thunder, even with everything starting off the way you wanted, you killed the Pango at the start of the fight, it doesn't matter. PL slaughters all of you.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Dark Lord. That Octarine seems to have been the right choice. And yeah, next item going to be the Bloodthorn, it seems like. So your evasion on the Drow, not going to be that big of a deal any longer. His damage output is going to be insane. Chira wants to come over Queasy. He has scouted them out. If Chira starts jumping in, they're already going to be waiting for him. No, they don't want to do it. Force Majeure, he bought back, and he's going to die again inside of the kinetic field. This is going to be your deathbed. My friend, 75 seconds on the sidelines. They're chasing for more. They have the glimpse if need be. And these BKBs on Cybercats, you don't want to be using those charges any longer. They're all 7 seconds if I'm not mistaken. That's the last longer charge that you're gonna have in this game, and you need every little thing you can get. PL just like that, he has 3,000 gold on top of his Octarine Core that he bought just a couple of minutes ago after the ultra kill. He's just seeming like too big of a beast. Aghanim Scepter on the Storm and the Shard. Aghanim's is gonna come out soon. Shard is gonna need some time. The Drow needs a shard as well. That's gonna help them to deal with the illusions. This PL might be the first target. To the Nagus, obviously not a target at all. So you're gonna have to wait. Sigma.YNT to get closer to your base.
Radiant's courier has been
That even
killed.
gonna happen. Burka, shard, 300 gold.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Needs a little bit more. Finally gonna have a little bit of a way to deal with the PL illusions. Orchid almost done. That is the most expensive part of the Bloodthorn. The Mage Slayer just not that expensive of an item, and well, the recipe for Bloodthorn is pennies. 17 to 15 in terms of kills. If someone would look at this game, they're like, "Oh, okay, they're doing well." But if you saw the last fight, if you look at the net worth, cybercats, they're in a pretty bad position. Sigma.YNT last DPC tour, they were third. Cybercats, this team hasn't been looking too bad. They've got some help as well. Dark Lord gonna be jumped. The stun onto the Storm Spirit. He's still okay. Has the BKB. Pops it right now, but he's gonna be roared. The PL though goes on. Alberca doesn't want to allow the Drow to do anything. He's gonna push him back. Alberca with the force out. He's gonna be okay. The Tombstone easily taken care of by Dark Lord. And nobody has died just yet. They're keeping the Undying in place. DK Focus protecting himself. Has the BKB. Will be fine. Jump in from the Storm. Where's the pull? Doesn't get it on anybody. Now the Static Storm onto the Tomb. The Storm is caught. The Glimmer KB has the TP away. He might be successful if he gets out. He can re-engage this fight yet again. Sigma.YNT. They can still keep going forward. Dark Lord a little bit too strong. Too many illusions. And the Rubik steals the doppelganger. So he's gonna try to equalize the count. The numbers here. But PL sporting some elite soldiers. And Rubik, 16 years old. Sent like 16 years old, sent to battle like cannon fodder.
Radiant are scanning.
That's pretty much what the difference is
Radiant's
between
top
the
tower
strength
is
of
under attack.
the two warriors. PL now in the top lane. He doesn't have his Aegis any longer. That's big. It was shown that they can go for him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That Storm surviving is a huge deal. Glimmer Cape keeping him safe, and they didn't have anything to stop his TP. Those things do add up. Those kind of things can save you the game. And once the Storm has that shard, they are gonna have a lot of AoE damage. Everybody's gonna have a way to deal with the illusions somewhat, or at least assist the team killing those. PL next item gonna be a Scotty. He doesn't want to finish the Bloodthorn. He understood in the previous fight that he actually doesn't survive all that much. It's all about survivability for the PL, more so than killing his enemies. So first you make sure that you don't die, then make sure that you can slaughter everybody on the other side. Titan's Liver for the Drow, that's a big one. If he wants to use it, and he should. And score, he is working towards an Aghanims. He actually only needs one more component. With a Glimmer Cape, he should be able to posture him, to position himself well. He was laughing there for a second, so Sigma.YNT seemed to be confident in their victory here. We'll see if it does work out in the end. Dark Lord. Tokyo lifestyle. Probably watched Tokyo Drift. They maybe went to Japan, who knows. Jump in. The Disruptor getting caught. Where's the size? There it is. Glimmer Cape really not gonna save you. Not sure what he was doing there, but whatever it was, it's not gonna be working out. So that's gonna be a little bit of a delay on his Aghanim Scepter. He was quite happy a couple of seconds ago. That smile will be taken away, at least for now. Dark Lord. Scotty almost done. Needs like 50 gold to finish it off. 70 to be exact. Now he can work towards the Bloodthorn. You're playing against 3 ranged heroes. 3 ranged cores, 4 ranged heroes in general. The Scotty is insane. Also, you're up against the DP, so her heals are just not going to be as effective. Drow Ranger gets gone on by just 1 illusion. Her damage is going to be cut in half, literally. Just a big item coming out for them. There's going to be a smoke from Sigma.YNT. They don't even have to be waiting for the Roche. fighting in any kind of an open territory is just going to be a big deal. We have to be looking out for the storm jumps. His pull with the Aghanims are going to be huge. The storm now has a shard, so he can activate his overload, which means that the drow is going to be dishing out damage with that as well. All of the right clicks coming out from the other ones. It'll be a big deal. There's the shards from the Kuropatich Beast. Another one. Yeah, just kamikazing into this Undying, and he'll be going down. Yes, he wants a 4-staff, he wants the blink. We'll see which one is gonna be the more important one for him. Going in, that's an illusion. Storm, Roar, not gonna be coming out in time. Storm understands he can't stay there for long. Just wanted to see what he's up against. Yell, breaking the trees, doesn't want any surprises from there, and the last outer tower is gone. This is gonna make it easier to control the triangle, easier to control the Roche. Cybercats, their ability to defend that one is gonna be severely hindered. They would love to get the shard from the Roche. Aegis even more for the Storm. It's not gonna be easy. DK focus, VTP is a possibility, and we'll go for it. It's not gonna be successful though. Kuropatich in the vicinity, ready to scream from the bottom of his lungs. That's gonna be enough to stun this lady. Storm. Be caught, stunned up. The Atos keeps him in place. Shira not gonna be staying there for long. He gets himself out. The Tombstone gets placed on the high ground. There's just gonna be another influx of gold here for the side of Sigma. Dark Lord? In the enemy base. Whose base? My base. You're gonna be pulling him in. He used the Manta. He's gonna be silenced up. He doesn't have the Aegis. He's gone. What a mistake coming out for him. Dark Lord. He just threw away his lead. Now, Cybercats, they can get themselves out of the base. What? No, if it's an early Roche respawn, Dark Lord, what? He does have a buyback. Okay, so if it is an early Roche respawn, he can come back into it. Luckily for him, it's not. Luckily for him, Cybercats can get it. Merca, he does have an Aghanim Scepter, so the Drow is now ready to deal with the PL. 400 damage per hit on this Drow. That's what happens when you're not careful as a PL. What the hell are you doing in the enemy base? And then he uses the Manta before he gets silenced up. Dark Lord, he messed big time. Let's see, are you gonna be able to get any more? The Static Storm onto the Rubik, jumping back into the storm. He's gonna be pulling them into the Drow Ranger. Here comes the arrows and the silences and the damage. He forces himself in. He's ready to kill all of them with the roar. Comes out the roar. They did not die. They're still alive. The storm is gonna be taking a lot of damage. He's the start. That Thunderstrike, he'll be okay. The Drow finally gets her chance to go in. And Alberca, he's on a killing spree for you. I cannot believe this guy is still alive. DK Focus coming in. You're not gonna survive for much longer. He does hunt him down. Ogre Seal Totem used perfectly. Ooh, Storm got so close to dying. It got so close to Sigma.YNT being destroyed there after that beautiful jump from the Storm Spirit. Luckily for them, they survived a little bit longer, so Cybercats needed to use more of their resources in that fight. Dark Lord outside of the base. Not that strong, Alberca, but the Storm can join anytime. They're gonna be jumping in onto Queasy. He has the BKB. Is that enough to live? Alberca going forward. He's gonna get a nice boundless strike onto the three of them. Keep them away. Alberca forcing himself in. The Monkey still surviving, not for long. Pulled into his death. The silence onto the storm doesn't really matter because there's no one. They go for him. Dark Lord is coming forward. They get the roar onto the draw, but the damage isn't going to be sufficient. The storm jumps in. They have to protect their draw. Alberca turns around with a multi-shot. What a dodge from Dark Lord. He comes to the other side. The static storm. It's the stolen one. And let's see how much can they actually do. Now, actually, that's not a stolen one. That's the real one coming up from Vanscore. It just looked green to me. And the draw does fall with Dark Lord still being alive. And now is the time for Cybercats to get ran down because two of their big cores are dead. Dark Lord has survived through all of it. Might be low now, so doesn't want to get sniped by some support. I can't believe that the Static Storm came back off cooldown there. I thought that was a stolen one from the Rubik. Case. Dark Lord. His Bloodthorn is done now. So the Drow next time around is going to be much more of an easier target. Imagine the damage output that's going to be coming out from this PL with all of the buffs coming out from the from the Beastmaster and straight into the pit. Even with his death there in the enemy base, even with some of those mistakes from Dark Lord, the PL just seems to be too good of a pick in this game. And with this Aegis, he's going to be unstoppable. That's the Aghanim Scepter as well. He wants to pick it up. We'll see who gets it. I guess you don't get the Drums of Slom. I'm thinking it's going to be the PL that get the Aghanim. Yeah. So you get more illusions. Pretty much it makes your hero better. I think it's max illusions 10. Spawn faster. Yeah, this is the PL is gonna be even stronger. There's gonna be even more of him. 3.5k HP, double life, almost 300 damage per hit on this PL, and a billion of him all around with a Bloodthorn. Once the illusions start critting, that's a problem. Also, he's gonna have his level 25. There it is. So spamming out the doppelganger is gonna be an issue. Look at that, less than 5-second cooldown with the Octarine Core. So I'm not sure what they're waiting for. I feel like you can poke the high ground. Cybercats, they're probably not gonna be leaving their bases now or never, unless you're waiting for some big item on Sigma.YNT. I don't really see what that would be. Oh, he finds the Spell Prism on Dark Lord. I'll see if he wants to use that one. I'm gonna be guessing yes. Even more of a cooldown reduction. Such simple minds. They need to call me to give some
Amazing what you'll find
voices to these heroes. Maybe once the new hero comes out. Efric, would you want to give the voice to a hero? Yes, sure. Of course. Power Ranger, level 23. Storm Spirit level 25 would be big. If those overload charges would start bouncing, it would help you deal with the PL a little bit more. They smoke out from the base. They can't stay in. Gonna be falling too far behind, so want to try to make something happen, but this is a bit dangerous. Alberca and Force Major leading the way. They're alone, the two of them. Maybe they can find the pickoff on the bottom lane if someone is not careful. On the side of Sigma, let's see. Burka. Gonna make his presence known, not for now.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower.
So
is
once a
under attack.
Mjolnir, the PL, gonna help for sure. Problem is if he gets close, you don't do anything. They're just not that strong if he's close to you, and that's exactly what the PL does. That's kind of the point of the hero, and he doesn't have to be him. He can just send an illusion. The first 3 minutes of the Aegis just get taken away. Oh, he finds the Trickster's Cloak on the Drow, so even more evasion there for Alberca. The waves are being cut. Alberca will make his presence known. It's time to TP away. You don't want to be popping your BKB, so you just have to get out immediately. Force Major, he's probably going to drop the Tombstone for the next wave as well, and then he's going to TP out as well. Refresher on the Beastmaster luxury items are starting to come out. For some reason, we're looking at Force Major here. He is quite an interesting fella. Come on, Tombstone. 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 TP out now. Goodbye, Force Major. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, actually, jukes around. He's alive. Easy. Easy for Force Major. He pushes out the wave. They will take down his Tombstone. The Science comes out on the PL in the base. But with an Aegis, he's not really a target. Does have those 2 lives. You need to go through 7.2k HP. Effectively a lot more. He's stacked. He's 6 slotted. He can change his boots. I'm guessing for an Abyssal Blade, probably be the best choice. Goes for the Undying. The Ghost Scepter will keep him safe. Maybe a Nullifier. Oh, Alberca, he didn't want to pop a BKB. Was that really the smart way? Jumping from Jira. He's trying to kill the Disruptor. Might be able to do so. Disruptor's dead. Does have a buyback. He wants to join the fight. Dark Lord in the base is destroying the Rubik. Rubik is dead with the Bloodthorn. Does not have a buyback. Cannot rejoin the fight. The Roar does come through. This Death Prophet is gonna be toast with so many PLs going forward. He wants more. He gets a triple. Where's more of my kills? The Draw Ranger gonna be caught. Let's have the Invis there with the Trickster Scroll. Will be fine. The buyback from the Undying might be enough to keep them away. But Sigma.YNT, they win another fight convincingly, only losing one support, and Stone was able to kill in the backlines, and that's it. Jaeger does expire. Dark Lord is back up to full rolling thunder, gonna be used. Power Ranger need to get out, but he has been hexed, has been destroyed. Doesn't have a buyback. 94 seconds on the silence. He doesn't want to use it. Force majeure. No, I just want back. Let me live. What the hell is wrong with you guys? We don't like you being alive. The Bloodthorn onto the DP. Game focus, still alive. They're going to be pulling in the PL. The Drought Ranger doing a lot of damage. Look at that. Goodbye, PL. Again, he overextends Dark Lord. This is not your base. Not just yet. That was a buyback on the Drow, but you have forced out, so you now have a clear win condition. So it's out of Sigma.YNT, and I think cybercats, they have to be getting out. They cannot stay in their base. They lose the next rotation, they will lose the game 100%. How much will you actually be able to accomplish? The Storm, it's all on him. It has been Chira from the start. He has to continue doing well. But look at it, Sigma. They want to get a kill. They want to get someone. The Drow, he doesn't have the link. It has to be KB, but Blink Hex is gonna mean death. Alberca has been found. Static Storm Hex caught there. That's gonna be a dieback. That's gonna be it for this game. For cybercats, they don't have their big guy on a buyback from Dark Lord. Without Drow, they will call GG. Buyback from the PL. They understand this game is over and the GG will be called. Cybercats, they tapped out. Even with 3 of their heroes being alive and the Undying coming back, they are very well aware that they're incapable of fighting this one any longer. Dark Lord, even with a couple of overextensions, that's not enough of a gift to cybercats to take this game back. And we're looking at the cameras there. Side of Sigma.YNT, they are much happier, and for a good reason. They did win the game. Obviously, they're going to be smiling. The side of cybercats, kind of disappointed, but to be honest, the PL pick, last pick, was just so awesome and very hard to deal with. So you were in a bad spot from the start, and you still did manage to force this game to go a little bit later. You did try to find ways to actually deal with the PL, but in the end, it wasn't enough. After that fight in the Roche where he got the ultra kill, the PL got a little bit too strong, and even with 2 overextensions, even with 2 dives into the enemy base and deaths, it didn't change a single thing. They were still able to get the victory here on the side of Sigma.YNT. Still, guys, that's only game number 1. Only game number 1. All games today have gone for a full 3 games. This is what we're hoping here now. But we still don't know what's going to happen. But guess what? What's so cool about Dota? We find out. We find out after a short break here. When the players get ready, get into the lobby, we're going to be coming back with more bo3.